the Herald. It's Lost Sky's current big bad, the final boss if you will. If you see my earlier video, you might know it's no pushover. But it can be beat. Conquered even. Let's go! I fought it enough that it's gone from being a worthy rival to a chore to be farmed. It doesn't really pose a threat at all anymore. GG's, Noriler. Broken. Destroyed. 2 damage. Done. That one hit the arm. 1 damage. You know when those tiny little white dogs, probably hardly 10 pounds, start barking and biting at your ankles? At this point, it's like a cage match against one of them. Wow. Just absurd. There's only really PvE in Lost Skies right now, and we have 2 main conflicts. One being the Herald, man versus technology. Ray Bradbury would be proud of that classification. But what's the other conflict? Man versus nature. And in this game, nature can take a couple forms. Maybe it's the mantas. Oh, what? It hit me before it even made a noise. I can see him lining it up. Oh, what? Oh my god. Or maybe it's the game's physics engine. You know what? Try to get out of the way. Okay, you know what? I didn't want to. Yeah, no, yep. No, it's none of those things. At least in my opinion, that conflict belongs to the game's weather walls. What? What? Is this the wind wall? This isn't fair. I can't control it. We're actually in the wind wall. Please let me back. Now, in all fairness, that clip was actually from the game's demo, so don't worry, I haven't spoiled any of the story that's to come. Wind walls are in the early access version, but there should be an asterisk right there. The devs added an invisible wall which ships can't pass through. As you'll notice, despite my ship being fully throttled forward, the speedometer is reading 0. It could slide along the wall, but this boat wouldn't be getting any closer to the actual wind wall anytime soon. But hang on, the video doesn't end there, not even close. A flimsy little coated-in wall isn't nearly enough to stop unyielding determination. I found myself pretty confident I could break down something like this. But let's take a real quick step back. I didn't actually know about these walls yet, and was still trying to manually fly a ship through the wind wall itself. Or B, oh. That just like fully zeroed out the speed on the ship. Can I even go further? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so you can't even go, alright? I can't tell if my ship is moving or not. I mean, it's got 10 knots, I don't know. Is it 10 knots like to the right? It's trying to bounce off of it to the right? You know, I can find this out by dropping a piece of wood. If I drop a piece of wood, where does that go? Okay, it goes over there. I do want that, oh, okay. So for some reason going to the left. I just go straight east. Now, you know that's not really against the wind wall directly. Okay, that's 0 speed. So I think it's just sliding along the wall. Okay, it's just not moving anymore. They do another wood test. Okay, no, that didn't move at all. And I guess let me go ahead and start gliding and see what that does. I wish I had some stamina food, but oh well. What you gonna do? Get a good wraparound boost. Okay, I didn't want to go that way though. Whatever. I'll take it. Good enough. You know, if it's not a physical wall, and instead something just in the code like you can't go past these coordinates, and it's just bound to X and Y, that might be a hard limit. Still headed away from the ship though. I'd at least like to get to the wall. I'm further than the ship, so that's not limited at least. Like I'm making it somewhere. Alright, almost at the wind wall. And if I remember right, in the demo, when we were in the wind wall, it didn't seem to affect the player character very much. It seemed like it just affected the ship. So I'm kind of hoping that'll happen again and I can fly around in style in the wind wall. So I look close, 3,000 meters away. Some of that is vertical, of course, but that's, you know, not important. Now, oh, it just deleted all my stamina. Interesting. Well, we'll get to find out if the wind wall has a vertical limit. No, that's just a void. Okay, so I need to go back and gear up for the other idea. Well, that was a good round of figuring stuff out. So you cannot wingsuit through the wind wall. They did think of that, regrettably. Maybe I can drag the orb through the wind wall, though. The ship orb, the broken ship orb, huh? Might be doing this a couple times. Obviously, you couldn't just fly any random ship through the wind wall, nor could you so easily just glide right through it. The devs made it so that the wind wall devours your stamina, like a toddler that just found all those colorful bottles of yummy chemicals beneath the kitchen sink. So, I was thinking that since this ship probably goes faster than the devs meant for a ship to be able to go at this stage of the game, maybe you could punch through. About 70, which, I think that's the speed limit. But it wasn't fast enough. I couldn't find the footage where I actually put it to the test, but the exact same result as all the other ships. Hard stop, right at the same point, at the wall. I don't think it's at all possible to get a ship through that coated wall. This here's a different ship. Well, we'll call it a throwaway ship. One I wasn't planning on getting back. Here, I'm actually on my way to try a new idea to break through the wind wall. I had two different ideas, and both of them revolved around one core, well, we'll call it another unintended feature. There was quite an odd interaction between Atlas lifters and broken ship orb, and part of my brain was just screaming out that this was the advantage to push, that there was something there I could use to break through the walls. Either way, you'll see exactly what I mean. Now, I'm gonna destroy the core, and this will make a ship orb, and I've seen that putting Atlas lifters on the ship orb will just make it ascend for a indefinite amount of time above the altitude limit, and I want to see if I go high enough, can I glide over the wind wall? If you can glide over it, like if the wind wall stops at max altitude. Okay, moment of truth. Destroy this. Oh, that scared me. Jesus, that was loud. And get on here. Throw one of you. Yep, now it's going up. That's hilarious. Oh, it looks like there's a gap in the wind wall for me. Well, I know that's fake. Can I pick these up again? No. Ooh, that's... I should have brought something to heal myself with. Okay, I need to be careful about that. I have a very limited amount of health. Away we go. Whoa, this goes up fast. Well, that's pretty. This is working pretty well. Alright, so... Oh, well, that one just ended. Hang on. Whoa, this looks so cool. Also, very broken. Alright, I think it is time to go. So, can't even see the wind wall anymore. East, northeast, let's go. Oh, you know what, I'm getting floating point errors again. I'm so high up, it's starting to have a hard time calculating. And eat the food. Not quite maxing out the stamina regenerate, but it comes back quick enough. Definitely get the test in. The idea of the food was that, in the event that the wind wall is still there, even this high up, that maybe the regen buffs from the food would be enough to combat the stamina drain of the wind wall. I'd like to be able to see the walls, but oh well. Gotta be getting pretty close though, because I'm going at a pretty steep angle. Also, that broken ship orb is just gonna be gone. There's gonna be no retrieving that thing. Maybe I went too high up. Yeah, because I'm like 20,000, or I'm 10,000 feet above where I probably was high enough up. Oh. Oh, it does. Okay. It just drains it extremely fast. Okay, well, I'm not getting that back. Maybe I'll fall far enough, though? Oh, yeah, this is the wind wall, by the way. We're in the wind wall. It's just not shown because we're too high up to actually be the main visual effects. Yep. So, hopefully there's enough forward momentum that I get to the other side of it. It looks like I'm still going forward, and hopefully I'm high enough up that this works. We'll see. I got a long ways down. I have 10,000 meters up to make it. And if the music ends or these wind effects end, that means we made it through. I wonder if the music will just start looping. Still going forward. Okay, so the music doesn't loop, it just gets to this state where it's just the constant same riff over and over. Oh, no, it... Just had to get that last drum beat in. Still got probably 6,000 feet to go. Meters, I don't know, whatever. You know, I wish I had something to say, but this is honestly taking a lot longer than I thought it would. What if it's just infinite wind wall? What if the wind wall never ends? Oh, I see it. I see the wind wall. You can see that line below me. I feel like it looks like I'm past it almost. I feel like I'm still moving forward, but I can't tell. No, I'm not sure I'll make it. I'm moving so slow. I also think I launched it at a poor angle, so I'm not perfectly perpendicular to it. Any second now. How high up am I? I'd love for this to work. It looks like I'm practically past it, but obviously I'm not. It feels like it just keeps forming more clouds under me on the wall. Like, I wonder if that little nub of clouds is where I am on the wind wall. Alright, well, next test will be with the orb. We'll see if the orb gets affected by the wind wall. I'm so close to the edge of it. Maybe if I go higher next time. So if I can't drag the orb through it, I think I'll try lifting an orb way up high, higher than last time. Oh, this is so close. I think I'm right at the edge of it. But I've only got a couple thousand feet left, I think. Come on, let me out. I'm so close to being free. Oh. Never mind. I think I'm actually outside of it, but it just hasn't stopped the wind wall challenge effect. Come on, game. Let me through. I'm just waiting for the game to kill me now. Just ended already. There we go. Yeah, almost technically made it through. Yeah, I lost. The wind wall won that one. But man, was it close. One eke away from victory. But I had another idea to try. You probably heard me mention it earlier, but I'll recap. I made a new ship and fly to the wall, destroy, and rapture to the heavens all the same again. After, I wanted to see if I could push the ship orbit itself through the wind wall, like some floating platform that I could ride on, not worrying about the stamina drain of the wall since I wouldn't even need to glide. And let's begin. There we go. Slap a lifter on there. And you know, I guess while going up, there's no reason not to start. I don't like this. This is sketchy. This is gonna take so long. Oh. Oh, that was all. Whoa! Why did it release the clutch? I don't like that. What's going on? Why is it outpacing me? And for some reason, having a hard time reeling in. And whenever I let go, it just reels out. I don't think I pressed the clutch release. Oh, that's why. I was grappled to the Atlas lifter itself. Okay, let me look at that. That's 10,700 distance away, 10,699. 10,702. Oh man. Well, it's moving, just quite slowly. $10,730. I mean, it's getting distance, just not fast. Alright. You know, I think eventually, this definitely would be possible, but I don't even think I have enough bullets for it, honestly. Because if I had to go 1,000 meters, I don't think that would happen. So I'm gonna start lifting this back up, and I think we'll go back to the just ascend strategy once more. Yeah! Oh. The lens flare of the sun is just a square now. Alright, it is go time. Let me make sure I'm on the right angle, right about there. That's where I want to go. And let's get a good launch. And as soon as I hit the wind wall, I'm just going to gun it down and get as much horizontal speed as I can. Which should be pretty soon now. Oh, there it is. Okay. It doesn't seem like it's sucking juice as fast. Oh, now it is. Oh. That's as fast as I can make it go. If it keeps this speed, this is a lot faster. I think it loses. Whoa, that is dark. And falling at a good angle too. It's out of my hands now. It'll be day by the time we get down. Okay, well, it's just gonna be another 5 minutes or so till we find out if we made it or not. As long as I have some amount of speed, I think I'll make it. What if they just made the entire area outside the walls wind wall effect? That'd be crazy. It's daytime. Hooray! We're so high up that I feel like if we get to the point where we see the walls, then we've already lost. So like I should make it through before I even have to see the walls, I think. Oh, I see the wall. Ooh, I don't like that I see the wall. Yeah, this is like the exact same point it was last time. Alright, well. We know for a fact this isn't making it. Because it doesn't, it actually looks somehow further away than last time. And even this attempt failed. I went higher up than ever before. I tried my best to give it as much speed as I could. Going into it, I was honestly expecting that one of these methods would work, but they didn't. I was out of ideas. It was back to the drawing board for me, and off to bed for the day. And to be honest, I couldn't think of any other ideas that would hold water. Like, maybe if you put 1,000,000 atlas lifters on a downed tree? Or what about riding a whale through? Or what if you grappled to a cannon shell as soon as it fired and ride that through the wall? But deep down, I knew all these ideas just weren't realistic. Like a teen getting their first pay stub and seeing how bad taxes are, my dreams were crushed. That is, until the very next day. Hey, regen. Oh, it's actually really good. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I take back everything I said about hating on Azuberry's change and the regen change. Now that's a better one. Boston Studios just put out a hotfix, and with that hotfix, we found that they also massively overhauled pretty much all the food items. It was buffs across the board. This really lit a fire under me and gave me some much needed hope that my first idea of using food for stamina might end up being enough to get me through that wall. The discovery of finding out the cooking system was actually useful would send me on a bit of a midlife crisis journey. Wanted to bring my chefing skills up to scratch. Wanted to discover every cooked food that had even the slightest chance of bolstering our stamina. Gordon Ramsay be damned, I would be the top chef. If there was the best food for stamina regen, I'd find it. The jams. One of you, and Taurus Brew, the Cotberry Jam. Flat health, flat stamina. Azuberry, 1.2 stamina, or health. And Taurus Brew. Stamina consumption! Perfect. So 1 salt baked fish, please and thank you. Baked tater tot. Oh, 1.1 stamina regen. New leader. Ding, 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 ding. Baked beans. Chowder. Flapjack. Little oyster. Mashed tater. Peanut butter. Tomatoes. The oyster milk. Yum. Alright, need some nut vittles. Okay, food review. Oyster milk, terrible. Mushroom soup, 1.6. New max. Oh, nut vittle just gives a flat buff. Lame. Aw, spiced tomato soup only gives 0.9. So let me make the suspicious porridge, sticky bun, and then I need to go get eggs. Oh right, sticky bun, flat buff. Suspicious porridge. It hurts you and gives a little bit less stamina consumption. Along the cooking journey, I finally ended up testing to see if better stamina regen would actually give more glide time or not. As it turned out, stamina regen doesn't actually affect glide time at all. All it does is make it so that your stamina comes back faster in those regeneration periods. But, as evidenced by the 100+ max stamina you can see here, a higher max stamina does extend glide time. With how much food was buffed for max stamina, you get a ridiculous amount of it. After being shown the light with this, we shifted tracks and aimed for max stamina instead of regen. Eggs! Yes! Let's go! So, I have 2 ideas for getting through the wind wall with stamina. Reiterate them both really quick. The issue with the wind wall is you can't approach it with your ship. You can only approach it with a glider. But, when you fly through it with a glider, it chews through your stamina like there's no tomorrow. Like, 30 stamina go by in about the blink of an eye. But you can just use that gliding time just long enough to almost get through the wind wall. So I'm thinking if I get enough max stamina through these foods, then I might be able to last long enough to break through to the other side of the wind wall and get out. If that doesn't work, then my idea is get a bunch of foods with a maxed out stamina regen, and I'll maybe be able to outpace the wind walls chewing through stamina with regen. I don't know, but we'll see. So that's the new plan. Pretty similar to the first one, but there's a whole lot more backing it. And I wanted to show the time lapse of flying in for the next attempts, but to be honest, I didn't know what to put here. So let me just say this. Just a little earlier this week, we hit 100 subs on the YouTube channel. Thank you all so much. I just wanted to say that I value each and every one of you more than you can know. And just to spread awareness, I do also stream everything live on Twitch. It's linked below. As is the VOD channel, where 100% of my streams go after the fact. My Discord server is linked down there too. If you want to see my schedule and various updates on my plans, that's the place to go. But that's enough of all those shameless plugs. Let's get back into it. I've got a feeling this will be interesting. Once I hit the wall, I'll stop. Destroy the ship. There we go. Alright. Let's go. No turning back now. And throw one Atlas lifter on here. Don't miss. And up we go. Whee! So I'm gonna use this to gain altitude, and then once I've used these 5 Atlas lifters, I'll jump off and try to glide across. But this time with way better stamina and stuff. Okay, yeah, now this will take a moment. Alright, last Atlas lifter. How's this lifter looking? Almost done. Everybody, wish me luck. Atlas lifter's gone. Let's get up top, get our heading, and eat the food. Let it regen. Got our heading of east with a touch of south. This, I think, is the attempt that should have the highest chance of success so far. Okay, let's go. It'll be a moment before we get to the wind wall, but I have to keep my stamina topped up till then. And once I'm in the wind wall, I need to basically just go forward as much speed as possible, because I will lose gliding capabilities soon. Got a beautiful day for it. The skies are clear. The wind is strong. There it is. Alright. Just full tilt as fast as I can. Come on. Come on. Oh, I'm going so much further. Come on. Keep it up. Oh, this is going so much further than last time. Oh, this is gonna work. I can feel it. I can feel it. This is gonna work. And there goes the last of the stamina. So now I just need my momentum to carry me through. Let's see. It'll be a little while till we find out. It takes a long time for all the momentum to go through. And I'm not getting passive regen, but that's okay. I mean, I feel like I've already passed it, but I don't know. The ship orb is always going to be there. We'll see. It takes a long time to actually see. I know I just said that, but... Oh, wait! Did I make it? We get stamina back! No way! I made it through the wall! Let's go! We made it. Now, a bit of a disclaimer. There is not anything outside the wind walls. I know that. But made it through the walls. Really and truly. Lost Skies challenge idea. Lost Skies, but I don't have a ship. Yeah, I can see it already. Let me go down though, just like, you know, I don't think there will be anything outside the wind walls, but like, what if, right? Like, what if we see a new herald or a new whale? Or an island. That would be bonkers. Okay, so the answer is have an insane amount of stamina. And any Lost Skies devs, if you're somehow seeing this, please don't patch this out. This is hard to do. I want to do a challenge where there's like Lost Skies to no ships so badly. I think that'd be so cool. So I have so many ideas for it to make it work. But like I need the game to actually come out so there can be a goal. I'll be honest, when the stamina ran out and it was just falling, I can't say I was expecting that to work. It'd be funny to go for, how far can you get outside the wind walls? But it would just be gliding the entire time. Honestly, you can make it infinite distance, because the ship orb can go infinitely up, and that translates into horizontal distance. Oh, there's all the islands. But, oh, there's the regular map again. I guess you're exactly above the wind walls it does that. Yeah, your ship cannot reach the wind walls, but your player character can reach the wind walls. There's no barrier that stops your player character. So even without going up to like max altitude, you can just glide to it normally. It won't do very much for you because you'll just get stomped by it, but it is possible. Very slow, like minimum DPI 180. So yeah, there's really nothing out here. I mean, you can get far enough that wind walls aren't even visible anymore. At least 30-some thousand meters away from anything in the spawn area. It's really just flying around for all of eternity out here. So, there you have it. The wind walls can be broken, even despite the devs' best efforts. Sure, I think it might not be intended to be possible, but in my opinion that makes the success all the sweeter. If you ask me, I honestly don't see the point in putting those artificial barriers in front of the wind walls. One of the most, if not the most defining thing in a game like Worlds Adrift was the wind walls and other weather walls that separated the zones. Even if there's not anything outside the walls of the first zone right now, I feel like it's missing out to make them uncrossable. Even if there's no heralds, islands, or anything out there, why not let the players find that out for themselves? I don't know, I'm not a dev. I'm sure they have their reasons. We'll just have to look forward to the day where the challenge of the walls has a reason to be overcome once more. But until then, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.